What's up guys, Zinna here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 normal types. And before we get started, make sure to demolish that like button up to 5 likes. If we can get to 5 likes, that'll be amazing, because that'll show your support and appreciation for this series. And with all top 5 lists, I'm just going to reiterate the rules for you guys to make sure you basically don't get butthurt in the comments over my own opinion of these normal types. So remember, rule number 1: no legends. They will gain their own list eventually. I want to keep these initial lists sort of legendary, because the legendaries are sort of in their own sort of state of being. They're unique and sort of had their own place. So don't be expecting no Arceus or Regigigas on this list, because it's just not going to happen. Number 2, the entire evolutionary line is taken into account, but only the final evolution of the Pokemon is listed, with a few exceptions, sort of depending on whatever the list is. But majority of the time, it will be the final evolution that I will talk about, because essentially it's everything that made the other ones great, but just in a better form, you could say. Number 3, Pokemon on these top 5 lists for typing at least will be based on their primary typing, or how they're sort of perceived more so. So Pokemon that even if the primary typing is like Steel, if they're seen more as a like Dark type or Ghost type, then I will be putting them on there. So Aegislash is sort of sometimes seen more as a Ghost type than it's a Steel type, but I'm not sure which is the primary typing, but you can still get the picture. Primary typing is normally the one considered, except for in this list where there will be no I will not be listing any of the birds, so no Staraptors or Swallows, because even though the primary typing is normal, I'm going to be saving them for the flying type list, or else sort of it's just sort of spoiling it. And the 4th rule: everything has been taken into account when making this list. It's not just stats, not just looks, just everything is considered. So if you see Pokemon here that you think that I like just because it looks, that might be the main reason why I like it, but it's not just that. It's not always just looks that make a Pokemon. For me, I like to think of everything in one sort of go, and just choose Pokemon just over its overall good use. So as with all top 5s, there are a few honourable mentions. I want to give an honourable mention to the 2 rabbits, Lopunny and Diggersby, because they're just both amazingly powerful, and I love rabbits as an animal, but they're sort of not good enough. But there are other normal types I prefer on this list. As well, Smeagol. I love Smeagol, and it's sort of unique sort of role in the fact that it can sketch any move and basically beat anything you want to. Sadly, its stats are sort of abysmal, but it's just such a unique Pokemon and fun to use as well. Also, another quick one, Ditto has got a unique gimmick of transforming into whatever is on the field. Again, really fun to use, just a fun little gimmick and whatnot, just to be like, hey, I'm you now, so fuck you. And also the Porygon line. I've always loved the Porygon line just because of the craziness and sort of just the glitchiness of them all, and just the uniqueness of them again, sort of, and also the fact that sort of Porygon is infamously known for causing many seizure in Japan a few years ago. Not a few, actually, a lot. I'm not sure how many years ago, but due to the Electric Porygon episode of the Pokemon anime. But we're just not talking about that. So without further ado, let's just get right into the top 5 normal types. And so normal types are actually one of my well, not favorite types, but they are quite underappreciated because they're just quite basic. Essentially, that's what a normal type is a very basic Pokemon, because they've got nothing specialized in them. They all sort of not do the same thing, but none of them really stand out because they're just normal. But because the normal types do get a deep move pool, they sort of have a lot going for them, and they can play versatile roles, but there's nothing sort of making them stand out as sort of like fire types normally sort of a main attacking role, whereas steel and rock types sort of are more defensive. Sort of normal types are just sort of there, but they are quite good when if used right and properly, and I'm going to be listing off some of my favourites. So let's get right into this. So coming in at number 5 is the maybe possibly laziest, depending on this competition, is, well, the Gen 3 laziest Pokemon, Slacking. Now, I was close to putting Snorlax in this place instead, because they are very similar Pokemon, at least personality-wise, because they're sort of lazy bitches, but I just prefer Slacking just to do its overall design. Snorlax is just a fat person, or a fat thing, it just lies there, but Slacking is just just a bit more. It has just more to it. It's just more fleshed out, you could say. Snorlax is just a blob kind, whereas slacking is an actual thing. And even though Snorlax is a whole lot more used, I still love slacking. It's just an amazing Pokemon, amazingly powerful, with stats through the roof, stats higher than most pseudo legendaries, although you can't really use them too much because of freaking Truant. Truant, if in case you guys do not know, is an ability that essentially every other turn you don't do anything, which allows the opponent to do whatever. It can get a free switch or sort of sub on you with a sword dance, whatever. It basically screws you over and essentially makes you a sitting target for whatever the opponent wants to do to you, which really does nerf slacking the way it should, because his stats are sky high, mainly his attack being the main focus. But Truant is quite a nerf, but it's sort of appropriate considering his nature and whatnot. Just look at him, he's a giant sloth. He just sits around, eats, and then sees an enemy and goes "fuck you" and punches him in the face. That's what slacking has to do. Slacking is amazing. A lot of people run fun sets with just like so Giga Impact, just because unless you're a Ghost type or anything, or like a really defensive Steel type, you're not going to be taking a Giga Impact from a slacking easily at all. Other things a lot of people like to run Return or Retaliate. Earthquake is a common one. Night Slash you've got a deep move pool, as I say, with like all other normal types. And he's just an amazing Pokemon, both design wise and usage wise, even though he is kind of useless in the fact that Truant just makes him pointless. But either way, I still love him, and he comes in at number 5 on my list of normal types. So number 4 goes to another great looker. So from slacking over to Exploud here, just look at him, look at those gnarly teeth. Ugh. You don't want to get a bite from this guy, even though he's mainly a special attacker. But anyway, like Exploud I love because his design is sort of unique. I understand he's not really the best looking Pokemon, because look at him, he's loud and obnoxious, but I just love him. He just looks really unique and cool, and he is amazing in battle. Majority of people run Specs Boom Burst because that's an amazing powerful move, especially with Scrappy, meaning not even Ghost types can be immune to that. And Boom Burst is an amazing powerful move. It can hit every target on the battlefield with but sadly it doesn't hit your opponent, but in free-for-alls and whatnot, where most people use them, it sort of doesn't make a difference. And also in actual battles, it's one-on-one most of the time, so it doesn't really matter. Boom Burst is an amazingly powerful move, especially on Exploud. Like pretty much Exploud made Boom Burst. I know other Pokemon, sort of like Swellow and Chatot, can run it as well, but Exploud is mainly the main one used, and it is amazing power, especially with Choice Specs or even Life Orb, if you want a bit more of a mix up. A lot other moves used. A lot of people can run Surf, especially in free-for-alls. Fire Blast, Ice Beam, so Focus Blast. A lot of moves. Deep move pool, sort of cool, unique design, and just overall badass. Because just look at him. You don't want to mess with that guy. He'll shout at you, and your eardrums will burst if he shouts at you. And also I love him as well because I name my Exploud's Brick Tamland, and you get that reference, and you get a thumbs up from me. You can't see me giving you a thumbs up, but the thumbs up is there. You trust me with that, and if you don't trust me with that, then why are you on my videos? There's meant to be a trust. If you were, I don't even know what the fuck. Exploud comes in at number 4 on my top 5 normal types. Coming in at number 3 is the almightily powerful Pokemon Zangoose. But Zangoose is just the ultimatum. He is the epitome of badass, in my opinion, at least in design wise, because just looking at him, he is like sleek, and he's sort of got the claws and the fangs and the red skies. I love his design. He looks amazing. Competitive wise, a lot of people run some of the typical Toxic Boost, Facade, Quick Attack, close combat sort of set. Amazingly powerful. Like I said, one of my favourite Pokemon, my favourite normal types at least, obviously because it's on number 3, but I just love him. Like I said, his design, he just looks amazing. He looks so cool. He just looks like he just looks badass. That's one of the main things why I was drawn to him. Like out of Seviper and Zangoose, I'd pick Zangoose mainly because he just looks it as well, especially, and also in that one episode in the anime where Jesse's Viper was getting taken down by 3 Zangoose. While I did feel sorry for the Viper, I just thought the carnage that the 3 Zangoose were doing to the Viper was just amazing. It's just I love Zangoose, and even though competitively it's not the best because it has got pretty low stats, its unique ability, Toxic Boost of, I'm not sure if it's unique, but only a lot of people only run it on have Toxic Boost Zangoose, but amazingly powerful. Like I said, for start, Toxic Boost with quick attack, close combat, I think it's Night Slash as well, amazingly powerful, and it's just, like I said, it looks amazing. It looks like Kratos, that I found, like especially the red marking and whatnot. That's actually generally what I call my Zangoose. Just looks cool, hits hard, and it's just one of my favourites, obviously, because it's in my top 3. So Zangoose comes in at number 3 on my list. Now, if you've seen my top 5 fire types, or if you just looked at my channel at all, you'll understand that I love Infernape, and one of the main reasons why I love him is because he's a monkey. Monkeys are easily one of my favourite animals, just overall. Most types of monkeys, just because you hear a lot of fun stories about monkeys, sort of like in pop culture and whatnot, in mediums, sort of. You just have so many different monkeys. You sort of like Caesar in Planet of the Apes, Detective Chimp in DC Comics. So many different monkeys everywhere. King Kong, sort of. I know he's a gorilla, but he's a primate, and I generalize it all into one. But like chimps, monkeys, and gorillas, sort of, I love the Pokemon. That's sort of why I like Slacking East, even though he's a sloth, he's very gorilla-esque. But anyway, I'm not talking about Slacking, he was number 5. Coming at number 2 is, as you can see, Ambipom. I said I love monkeys, one of my favourite animals, if not my favourite, because they're just so. It's like, well, cheeky obviously is a word to describe monkeys sort of a lot of the time, but as well as that, they're just so cool. I just love them. I just love monkeys. I can't explain why I love monkeys, but Ambipom I love, not just solely because it's a monkey, but also just its design, just so flamboyant and cool. Especially if you've seen the anime Dawn's Ambipom, originally Ash's, but sort of it got a knack for contests and then became a flamboyant like a monkey just for the shows, and just like, look at me, I'm fabulous, and excuse me, and that just sort of sealed the deal. I was just like, oh my god, Ambipom, you look amazing. And yeah, it can still hold its own in battle in the anime and in the games, because in the competitive field a lot of people run Life Orb, so it has one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful fake outs, thanks to Technician, boosting fake out its damage, stab as well, and Life Orb on top of that. It's just amazingly powerful. Other moves it can like run knock off, obviously knocking off an item and doing that damage and hitting ghost types. It can U-turn to get some momentum. It can run Aerial Ace for those cheeky, powerful, what do they call it, cheeky, I got cheeky on the mind thanks to calling it a cheeky monkey. But yeah, Aerial Ace for the Technician boosted attack on fighting types. It can also run Return as a just standard sort of powerful normal type attack. You can also run Last Resort if you're that type of person, but please don't, because that's just annoying as hell. But yeah, Ambipom is very versatile. It's got amazing potential, great mobility, and just great damage overall. Just Technician boosted Aerial Ace takes out a lot of Pokemon as like and I just love its design, because it's just, and its anime incarnation, it's just like, hey, look at me, I'm fabulous, I'm doing dance. I don't even know what the hell, I was doing jazz hands right there, but yeah. Well, Ambipom is just amazing. I love it in most incarnations, and really that's so why it comes at number 2 on the list of my top 5 favourites. And coming in at number 1, some of you may or may not have seen this coming, but I like to call this Pokemon my guilty pleasure Pokemon, because even though in the Pokemon community there are a few people with this Pokemon, not Ambipom, but with this Pokemon as their mascot, sort of with Furret as their mascot, but it's so even though now a lot of people know them as the Furret people, I've loved Furret since really the start. I just found it extremely adorable and just really hyperactive and cute. It's just like wiggling about and sort of. And it's just a really cool looking Pokemon. I just love its design. It's just extremely cute. And I say before, I call it my guilty pleasure Pokemon because it's sort of one of those Pokemon where it's not like it's bad to like it, but it's like if people like sort of, I'm not sure exactly why, but it's just like that's how I define it. It's one of the Pokemon that don't know if a lot of people know that I like it, sort of, because I keep it a secret. I don't know why, but I just love Furret, and it's just look at its design. It's just so cool. If you actually look online, you get a lot of fan art. It's a really popular Pokemon, and it's just an amazing Pokemon. Out of the rodents, or Bidoof and whatnot, and Craig, and Zigzagoons even, like Furret has to be just one of my favourites. Well, actually not one of my favourites, my favourite, obviously my favourite because it's number one. Normal types, and they're all normal types, but I really do love Furret because it's just so cute and so adorable, and it's competitively, even though it's not the best, because it is still quite cool because it can run, obviously, return just as a powerful stab. It can run like fire, or it can get I think all the elemental punches, fire, ice, and electric. It can run Sucker Punch or Knockoff for the Dark type. I mean, for Ghost types, it can run U-Turn for mobility. It can be that person and run like Choice Scarf, Band, or Specs with Trick. It's really versatile. It's adorable, and I just love it. I don't know why. I can't express why I love Furret. I know there are some people, such as the Fleeting Furret, who love Furret because that's sort of how they are as a person, and I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm like Furret at all. That's not why I like it. But I don't know. I don't really know how to explain why I love Furret. I've loved it since the start, and I just looked at the Pokemon and went, I like you. And from then on, I've really loved Furret. So Furret is my number one normal type out of all the normal types. That's why it's here. But guys, that's my top 5 normal types. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to leave a comment down below of your top 5 or a couple of tops, whatever, of some of your favourite normal types, because I love to hear what you guys like to think about Pokemon. And also make sure to vote for next week's top 5. Be it the options this week will be top 5. Not this week. Next week. Options will be top 5 rock types or top 5 electric types. I can sort of see which might win, but I don't know, maybe you guys will surprise me. But I'm going to end it off here. Thank you guys for watching. I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.